Hey, welcome back. And if this is your first time, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I want to start going live so that way you guys can interact with me. And then also, my subscribers are shooting through the roof, so I appreciate you guys. I love the love. So please subscribe, guys. It helps me, and I want to keep going, and I just love it. So this reading is going to be for Sagittarius. Oh, whoa. Right when I said that. Holy cow. So this reading is going to be for Sagittarius. This is a weekly reading. So don't forget, though, I'm going to link the description, or in the description box, I will send the links to your other readings, which will be how they feel about you and then the energies that are surrounding you this week. So this came out with 3. I love it when that happens. This is the reason, this is the situation that you're in, which is the 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Oh, let's do it this way. Well, it could be like this for now. This is the 9 of Swords in reverse. Ooh, that glare. Ooh, I don't like that glare. There we go. Better? There we go. Better. Okay, so this is the situation that you're in. This is the 9 of Swords in reverse. This is the reason why you're in that situation, which is the 4 of Cups in reverse. And this is something that you may be overlooking, okay? Now, this right here came out too as well. So this is a message from Spirit. We'll put that over here and we'll read this at the end, okay? That has been happening with every reading, so I love it because that message from Spirit is very powerful, okay? It's something that that you might be overlooking or something that they want you to know. So we'll save that for the end, okay? So this is the 9 of Swords in reverse. Swords represents air signs, which would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? So these are, swords are like if you think of a sword, right? It looks like a mirror. It can act as if a mirror. So when you look at it, it would mirror back your image, right? So air signs are thoughts, mentality. So if you think about it, these swords are actually mirroring the quality of your mind. So that means that these are reflecting back what's going on inside of your head, okay? So now the 9s are an accumulation of its suit. They're in the middle of the tree. So you're nearing the end of a completion or a cycle, so you're learning something. So 9s are like an accumulation of its suit, right? So this card is the Lord of Despair. This card is Mars and Gemini. Okay, so Mars is a planet of war, chaos, and Gemini is thoughts, mentality. So if you can imagine that, this is like a war on Mars. However, this is in reverse. So the 9 of Swords in reverse would be like recovery, acceptance, letting go, accepting help, and hope, right? Because right here, when this is when this is upright, here I'll just change it upright for a little bit so you guys can understand that. Right here, this is like torment, okay? This is like somebody who's got nightmares, anxiety. You guys can't sleep at night because something's on your mind. So something was plaguing you. So in reverse, this is telling me that you guys are starting to recover from this, which is great, Sagittarius. It's good to see. Nice, okay? So the 9 of Swords in reverse shows that you are experiencing deep inner turmoil as a result of your mindset. So this is like your negative thoughts are taking you in a downward spin. So maybe you are still in this. It also could mean that still signals something similar to the upright version. So yeah, you're not too, if you got this, it indicates that you might have overcome the actual darkness and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So it can be about like real or imagined doubts of pain, just as dreams can be real or imagined parts of your life. Most often the person on this card is on a bridge symbolizing a person between the worlds of dreaming and reality, or also the worlds of like, you know, if it's a nightmare or if you were really up, you know what I mean? So this card, you know, represents overcoming obstacles. You have recognized that you are your own worst critic, maybe. I'm hoping that that's where you guys are at right here with this. Because, like I said, so I'm going to actually get into this if you are still in this kind of mindset. Just because the reason why is because this could represent recovery from this. However, some Sagittariuses might still be in this situation. So I'm going to actually just get into this and then I'll go into another meeting if you are recovering from it. How about that? So this is the Lord of Despair. This is the Mars and Gemini. This is a dark night of soul. So Mars is a warrior and Gemini is a mental suit. So this card shows that there is a war on Mars. This person is a pure soul, so it's shifting all exterior senses inward from its own source. So this is where the soul actually learns torment and agony. So you need to learn from this, okay? You need to turn inward for your answers. There's a spiritual source. It's filled with spirituality, so please know that comfort is close. You just need to turn inward and inside. So this is about remorse, worry, fear, nightmares. Thoughts are weighing you down. You're reaching a breaking point. This is making things seem way worse than they really are. You need to reach out for help. Worrying wastes energy, and worrying won't change a thing. So do what you can and let the universe handle the rest. You need to let go of any unhealthy obsessions that you have. You need to learn to be happy with the here and the now. Don't play the blame game. Don't be strangled with regrets. Cut everybody slack. No one is perfect. Don't be too hard on others. And most of all, don't be too hard on yourself. Okay? And don't forget that you are learning and you're growing, okay? So in reverse, this is inner turmoil, deep-seated fears, secrets, and releasing worry, okay? So like I said, in reverse, so this is still that you are releasing this fear, but still I wanted to get into it so that they can help you completely come over this, okay? Because if it did come up in your reading, there's still got to be something here that is still like lagging, okay? So it also shows that you are experiencing like deeper turmoil as a result of your mindset. Your negative thoughts are taking you in a downward spiral of despair and anxiety that contradicts reality. So you're making things seem way worse than they really are. You may try to keep your worries private and personal to you, but if you are struggling to keep your head above the water, it may be time to confide in others and seek their help and their support, okay? So others will offer a new perspective or even just a place to vent, and that will ease some of your stress and your tension. So this, when it's reversed, it also appears that when you're like gripped with fear, you are allowing your fears to stop you to being like at your fullest potential, and it's actually stripping you of your life force. So you cannot take a step forward because you are so distressed about what might happen. Okay, so get a reality check and evaluate what fears are warranted and which are not. Releasing your limited beliefs, crippling fears, and self-doubt, okay? This also can point out that you are incredibly hard on yourself. You're putting yourself down. You're engaging in negative self-talk. So when the Nine of Swords reverse appears in a reading, you need to ask yourself, why are you so hard on yourself? How are you putting yourself down, and what is the source of your depression? What can you do to make yourself feel better? You may need to make a more conscious effort to quit the negative self-talk and replace it with positive reinforcement for a job well done. On a more positive note, this Nine of Swords in reverse can also show that you have already worked through this period of worry and depression, and you are making a recovery. You may have come to the realization that things are not as bad as you made them out to be, and you are now beginning to relax and calm yourself about what was once a terrifying situation. Okay, so take it as it resonates, guys. And hugs to the Sagittarius that are not here yet, but you're getting there. This is progress, right? So this is the situation that you're in. We'll keep that card right there. Now, this is the reason that you're in this situation. This is the Four of Cups, okay? Cups represents feelings, emotions, and relationships. These are water signs, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, okay? So this could represent the actual energy of the card, or it could just be the card itself. You guys take it as it resonates. Like I said, there's a lot of Sagittariuses that are watching this, so definitely take it as it resonates. Don't make it make sense, guys. If you want a more direct personal reading, I'd be more than happy to give you one. The link will be in the description box below, okay? So the Four of Cups reverse means that you are reluctant to open your heart to somebody or express your true feelings about something. You might be withdrawing yourself. You might be in isolation. It also could mean that there's a signal to an end of a stagnation that you've been experiencing at work lately, if this is career-wise. So, and it might be a change suddenly, okay? It also could represent, too, that you are pulling yourself out of the rut that you've been in. So nice. Okay, that's awesome, you guys, because it seems like right here in these two reverses that this is like torment, agony, nightmares. And this one is, you know, this is God offering you a cup, and you're just like, see how the arms are crossed, and like being stubborn. So now you're actually starting to accept the gifts and the grace that God, or that the hand of God is giving you, okay? So it also tells a story of overcoming your obstacles. So this means passion, taking action, you're moving forward. If there was a question, maybe, this does represent Cancer energy. So this also can tell you that you have been reevaluating maybe way too long, and that there's no need to reevaluate things anymore, so you need to get out of your head. Definitely, okay? That's why. This is why you're in that situation. You were too much in your head. Okay, so it also represents progress and security in maybe even a financial situation. So that's great to hear. And also it could suggest a stubborn, selfish person who has come to their every whim, pandered to pandered to constantly. Okay, so yeah, like I said, this person has got their arms crossed, and that's why I don't think so, though, because this is in reverse. So I'm not getting that vibe either. So it also could represent a lack of satisfaction. You may feel like you're not getting what you want out of something. It also could show that there's an opportunity, that there is an opportunity as expected, but you have to work hard to take it. It might be right in front of you, but you're just not seeing it. Okay, so this is something that you guys may be overlooking in that situation. This is the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles, this could be you. This could be an energy that surrounds you. This could be the reason that you're in this specific situation. It could be representative of the exact zodiac sign, or it could also be the element of the sign, which are earth signs, which is Capricorn, Libra, or Capricorn, Virgo, and Pisces. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. There. I apologize, guys. Mercury retrograde. I'm Gemini, so it's retrograde, so it's hard. Communication is hard for me. So when I slip up, I'm not perfect. I don't pretend to be. So just bear with me, guys. I do apologize for that. Anyhow, this could represent a person specifically. It could be a dad. It could be a brother. It could be a boss. It could be a coworker. It could be your son. It could be anybody. It could be your dog, cat, whatever. This could represent the actual zodiac sign of the person the reason that you're in this situation, or it could also just represent yourself, or it could also represent like a past wound maybe that somebody caused. You take it as it resonates, guys. I tell you guys the energies and the zodiac signs. You guys write the stories. You guys are the authors of your life. You guys write the book, okay? But don't make it make sense, guys, okay? Like I said, there's a lot of Sagittarius here. So this is the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, like I said, earth signs, which would be Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. There, I said it right. I do so many of these a day, it's just sometimes they just run onto each other. So the King of Pentacles, and why I say this, why I say it might have something to do with, you know, either a parent or boss or something like that, because the Kings are very successful. They're very mature. They're attainment and success, okay? So they're not the Knight. The Knights are like the immature version of this. So these are at their pinnacle, okay? So that's why I'm saying it could be a mature, older person. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a man either. The traits of these cards in the spirit world are not male and female. So this could also represent a female. I'm just saying somebody who's in a mature position, okay? So, and then like I said, this also could just represent you and the characteristics that you are actually portraying at this time. Take it as it resonates, guys, okay? So this is the King of Pentacles. These are earth signs. So his key phrase is solutions to all human problems and control of the environment. He knows how to handle life here on planet Earth. You can't tell where his robe actually stops and where Earth begins because he's so connected to the Earth. This card represents Taurus specifically. At his best, he will do anything and he'll fix anything. He's solid and steady. He's serious and in tune with nature. When he's at his lower polarity, which means that when he's not at his best, he's self-centered, plotting avarice, and he's very selfish. Okay, so when he's at his best, you know, better days, he's dependable, ambitious, stable, having more than enough to get by, confidence in the bedroom. Also, like, this person has a knack for attracting wealth. So he's very grounded and he's very stable. So see things through to the end and very proud of your achievements. Mature souls handle money and relationships responsibly. Before spending money, consider the consequences. Before becoming physical with somebody, consider the potential outcome of your actions. Sure, live in the moment, but you need to cultivate an awareness of what's going to come from your actions. You need to start taking a more conservative approach in making and spending money, okay? So make a budget, find ways to reduce costs. You don't have to choke innovation or the fun in things, but you need to be more creative with the resources that you do have, okay? So if this is like about money trouble, remember that money trouble can ruin romance. Handle funds more responsibly. Planning a future with somebody can be exciting. Express physical affection with boldness. When circumstances arise, make sure to speak up or take action. If in your partner's defense, remember the chessboard is much like life, and you and your partner are on the same side of the board as a team, not as opponents. Allow your spirituality to inspire financial and physical responsibilities. Honor your money that you were given. Take care of your body. See it as an instrument of the universe. And lend your resources to those who need it. Okay, so like I said, this could be specifically you or somebody that you know in that situation. But that is something that you're overlooking, okay? So thank you, spirits, guides, angels, and ancestors. I truly appreciate and I'm truly grateful. Now we're going to clarify each of these cards. So let's clarify the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, right away. I can't even get... Wow, okay. Seven of Swords. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Can you please let me know, or let us know, or clarify, sorry, the Nine of Swords in reverse for Sagittarius. Why is the Nine of Swords in reverse for Sagittarius this week? Can you please clarify? Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. I truly appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. Can you please clarify? Okay, wow. That's too many. Thank you, spirit guides, angels. We're going to take this one, though. Strength card. This is Leo. Okay, so this is the Seven of Swords. It's air signs. It's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The 8 are seeking solutions on the Tree of Life. And that is the Strength card. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Can you please clarify the Nine of Swords in reverse? All right, there it is. Okay, Ace of Wands. Okay, so when we're stopped here, and we'll get this going. So, the Seven of Swords, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Like I said, remember the swords mirror the quality of our minds, right? So right here, if you can see, there's somebody trying to get away with something. You see that? So sevens on the Tree of Life are illusionary success. So if you know what the Tree of Life is, and I'm hoping that you do. If not, let me explain. So if you can imagine a tree and the branches, okay? So all the way up to the top. So like a Christmas tree, right? The Christmas tree on the top, that's the ace. And that's the star, okay? So that's like at the top. And that's closest to heaven. So they're untainted. That's why in all the aces, they have the hand of God in them, right? Right here. And that's because you're at the top of the tree. So each, in the minor arcana, what would they do is each number goes a branch, if you want to think, down, okay? And it goes from 1 to 10. So once you get to the 10, they get harder because the lesson, you almost learned that lesson, right? And you need that push, that final push to get back to the top of the ace, okay? So right here, this is the 7. And that's illusionary success, okay? So if you can think of the steps, you're past the 5, 6, 7, you're on the 7, so you're getting lower. The lower you get, the harder they get because you need that push back up to the top. So you're almost there of learning, of going through a complete lesson. And look at this as 8, okay? So you are, this is something, there's illusionary success, and now you're seeking solutions, okay? So 7 of Swords. Like I said, it looks like somebody's trying to get away with something, right? So he's looking back. He wants to see if anybody sees him. So it might be like deception. Let's get into this. So this is air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is the Lord of unstable effort, okay? So this is Moon in Aquarius. It doesn't mean that Aquarius is stealing from you, okay? It just means the energy right now. So the Moon is feeling emotions, and Aquarius is not suited for the Moon because it's intellectual. A wrong feeling from nature, okay? So there's conflict in this card because the Moon is emotions and Aquarius is intelligence. It's a wrong feeling from nature. So it's a wrong feeling from nature, right? So your mind or your thoughts is overcoming what may be not really right for you. If you look, perfect, right? Your mind or thoughts is overcoming what may be not really what is right for you. If you look close, you can see that somebody is slipping away. The efforts are not stable. There's problems and they're wavering. The swords are a mental suit, so 7 of Swords may suggest that somebody is trying to justify a behavior or maybe even a situation that is unfair, or justify why they are in this particular situation to be deceptive. So somebody might be trying to get away with something or taking things that they know that they don't deserve. This card is kind of like greed. There's secrets maybe. Remember, secrets are toxic. Act with integrity or be single. Act with integrity or don't work for somebody. Act with integrity or don't have friends, okay? So time for assessments, perseverance, reflection of your mind. You need to decide if it's time for a change. Don't waste a lifetime wrestling with regrets. Escape the trap now. You need to make the most of what is here right now, and no amount of looking back is ever going to change history. The past is the past. It's time to let it go, okay? So that's what that card means. Now, you see the way he's looking at that Strength card? So you might be justifying action against a Leo card, or a Leo card might be doing that to you. Take it as it resonates. But this person is looking to seeing if that Leo is watching them. This card may also represent you, okay? Or it could represent a Leo. Take it as it resonates, guys. You make it make sense, like I said. Or don't make it make sense, but you know what I mean. So, right here, let me move this. This is the Strength card. This is part of the Major Arcana. It is number 8 in the Major Arcana. And this Strength card is not about outer strength. It's about your inner strength, okay? So, this is a beast, right? And he's known to be ferocious and wild. and he bites us, he could eat us. You know, he's the king of the jungle, right? So how, if this beast is so scary and he's so ferocious, how is she actually taming this wild beast? She's not changing, she's not taming him with coercion or manipulation or lies or deceit. She's actually taming this beast with her calming, loving nature, with her compassion, with nurturing, okay? So that's what this card represents. It means that, like, when somebody is doing you wrong, somebody took from you, it doesn't mean that we can go and take things back, right? Because we're just as bad as them. We have to find the inner strength to be at our best and do everything with love for our greater good and the greater good of others, even when people do things to us that we don't deserve. You still have to remain this person because that's who we are. And yes, this does hurt us and it does damage us. But don't forget, every lesson, we become more experienced. We have to go through these lessons. There's a reason why, okay? So always do things at your with your inner strength, and always be at your best, at your core. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever let anybody take you out of your, don't ever let anybody ever take you out of your character, okay? So this is my best analogy of this. When there's a fire, right? You see a fire, a ferocious wildfire, just like the lion, and it could kill people, could hurt people, and it's wild and it's untamed, right? So here comes the fire truck, right? They're ready to put out that fire. Do you see them try to put out that fire with fire? No, they try to put it out with water, because they can't. If they fight fire with fire, the fire's gonna get bigger. It's gonna hurt more people, right? That's exactly what this card is representing. You can't go in a situation with the same way, fighting something that is not good for us or that could harm us or harm others. You have to fight it with your calming, loving nature, which is emotions, cups, which is emotions, feelings, and relationships, right? Because that's the water. Cups represents water signs, which is feelings, emotions, and relationships. And that's how we can actually tame this wild, ferocious fire, or this, you know, the situation, by actually doing it, fighting it with water instead of fighting it with fire, okay? So now the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, the aces, like I said, they're at the top of the tree of life. It's like new beginnings. So this is telling me that this is something that you've been dealing with, or this is something that's not growing, okay? So Wands are fire signs, which is Cancer. No, it's not. Wands are fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is your energy, guys. Sorry. Like I said, I do a lot of these today. Okay, so the Ace of Wands, and the Wands are like growth or like action. So in reverse, this is telling me that something is not growing. And this is something that is not new. So this is something that you guys have been delving with for a while. So in reverse, it means delays, bad news, a creative block, or wasted talent. Okay, take it as it resonates, guys. So now we will get into the Four of Cups in reverse, okay? Thank you, spirits, guides, angels, and ancestors. I truly appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. Can we please let me and Sagittarius know why, or, nah, my gosh. Clarify the Four of Cups in reverse for us, please. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels. I'm so sorry, you guys. I can't wait for Mercury retrograde to be over. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels, and ancestors. Truly appreciate it. Okay. Four Cups in reverse. This is Chariot. That's Cancer energy again. Maybe you guys got Cancer before. This is Cancer. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels, and ancestors. This is why you're in the situation that you're in. Okay. Love how they jump out like that. Okay, so this is the Chariot. Nine of Wands. Thank you, spirits, guides, angels, and ancestors. I truly appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. Can you please clarify? Oh, there it is. Hermit in reverse. Gosh, that Hermit is in a lot of readings this week, you guys. They must be going through something. Okay, so the Chariot, Cancer. This is Cancer energy, and it also is a major arcana card. So this is 7. Remember I said what 7s were? Illusionary success, right? So this person right here, this is also, okay, let me go back here. This is after the Strength card, okay? So this is inner strength, this is outer strength, right? So this is 7, this is 8. You're going backwards. No, I'm just kidding. So this could also represent a Cancer. So basically what this means, this is a Chariot, okay? And he's actually, see this right here, this is black and white. This is the yin and yang. These are two opposing opposite forces, right? This is the dark, this is the light. This is the night, this is the day. See what I'm saying? These are something is two options, two paths. These are two opposites, and they're trying to go in different directions right here. See that? They're trying to go this way. But he is standing, he's not sitting, He's standing and he's steering this chariot in the path that he wants it to go. And even though these two opposing forces are trying to make him go this way, he still stays this way. You know why? Because he is actually driving this with everything inside of him. There's willpower, his intuition. He knows what's best for him, and he stays clear on his path, right? So this card could represent a Cancer, that maybe there's two options or two paths, or you're not trusting in your intuition of the path that you need to take for yourself and not anybody else. This is Cancer and Cancer. Okay, so you need to follow your path and trust that your strength. And he doesn't have any range. You know why? He doesn't need them. He's doing that with everything inside of him. He knows it's never going to steer him wrong as long as he trusts what's inside for him to actually get where he needs to go and follow his path, even though these two opposites are trying to drag him in two different directions. Do you see what I'm saying? So the Chariot with the triumphant occupant indicates forward motion, success, and willpower. Although the sphinxes right here are pulling in opposite directions, this Chariot still moves forward through the willpower of him. Okay, the Chariot rider wasn't given any of his possessions. He earned them through dedication and personal achievement. Okay, makes sense, guys. So follow your path. You don't do what's right for others. You do what's right for yourself. When there's conflict or something is happening, always use your best clear decisions and don't fight fire with fire, fight it with water. Stay on your path that's right for you. And then right here, this is the Nine of Wands, okay? So the Nine of Wands, remember I said the nines are very strong. You're almost at the bottom of the tree of life, so they're accumulation of its suit. Wands are fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So this is the Lord of great strength, okay? So this is the Moon and Sagittarius. This is your energy, you guys. The Moon is full of change, and Sagittarius is full of hope, expectancy. Strength actually comes from an inner feeling, okay? This strength actually comes from an inner feeling. So this person has been through a lot. He has a bandage on his head, if you guys can see that. So he's vigilant. It reminds us that what doesn't kill us does make us stronger. So there's tremendous strength. So wands give energy for you to be able to get through anything with goodwill. Goodwill. Recovery from tough situations and illness. There will be success even when there's opposition there. Okay, so even when there's opposing forces, there will be success, okay? So by the way of vigilance came hope. Know when you feel like giving up. Remember that you didn't come this far to only get this far. There's a lot of tenacity and courage, and it's here to give you that push, that final push that you need to get back up to that top, right? So you can't give up now. You are worthy of success. It's up to you to rise to the challenge. Okay, guys? Don't give up. You guys are almost there. You're almost at that 10, right? So right here, this is the Hermit in reverse. Now, the Hermit in reverse, this is telling me that you need to take yourself out of this could be Virgo energy, by the way. Virgo energy is extremely strong this week, and I'm not sure why, but they are almost in every single reading, up, forward, or top. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. It could represent you, or it could also you and how you're actually the characteristics of the Hermit that you're not utilizing right now, or it could also represent a Virgo that you know. That could also be it, that he's not at his pinnacle right now. Okay, take it as it resonates, guys, like I said. So in reverse, this Hermit card is telling me there's recklessness, hastiness, avoidance, loneliness, or rejection. Okay, so take it as it resonates. But I'm going to tell you the story about him. What Virgo does is they're very analytical thinkers. They're very smart. You know Virgo, they're very wise, right? Because they're always stuck in their heads. So what he's actually doing, I'm going to actually flip this up, is he takes himself out of a situation that's not serving him to gain introspection, to gain clarity, to make sure that he is doing everything at his best. He's kind of like taking himself out of a situation, so when he comes back, he sees it with fresh, clear eyes, right? So what he does, he's alone on a mountaintop. He takes himself out of a situation. This is 9 too. 9. See that? See that, guys? Yeah. So he takes himself out of a situation. Look at 9. Sorry, this card is a 9. You guys remember, this is the 9. So anyway, he takes himself out of the situation to gain introspection, to gain clarity, to gain wisdom, right? This lantern right here that he's holding, what this is, so he has this wand right here. Remember I told you, wands are action, they are of spirit. So this is power. It gives him power, it gives him strength. So what he does is he's alone on a mountaintop, right? He has this lantern and it lights his way. But the lantern isn't going to illuminate the whole entire path or the whole situation, right? He trusts and he knows that this lantern is going to only lead him for the next few steps, and that he doesn't, everything isn't going to be revealed at once. It can't be revealed at once, because if it was, we would never learn anything, right? So what he's doing is he's trusting these next 2 steps, and he keeps on going forward. He's moving forward to take him where he needs to go. Okay, so that's, in reverse, this is telling me that you are not trusting your path right now. You're either not trusting your path or you're not following your own path, right? You might be trying to do what other people are telling you to do, or what, take it as it resonates, guys. But this is telling me you need to stay on your own path, right? And this is telling me that you're not trusting in your path. You need to trust in your path, because you need to trust in the universe, okay? The universe is here every single day, sends us messages. They're there. Spirits, guides, angels, our ancestors, they're all here to help us, because as we're going through this, it does get hard. This gets hard. This gets hard. But we're here to learn lessons. This is how we learn. This is how we grow. We're human, okay? So you have to trust in your past, trust in your intuition, and follow your path, what's right for you, and for the goodwill of yourself and others. Always do the right thing with love, compassion. Okay, now let's get into something that you're overlooking. Okay, so this is going to clarify that King of Pentacles for us. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. I truly appreciate it. I'm truly grateful. Can you please clarify the King of Pentacles? Okay, there it is. All right, so this is the Eight of Pentacles. So now you have 888, 999. Okay, and the Lover's card. And then look at this. Magician. Can't make it up, guys. Or actually, you know what? This came out. So this was the Queen of Wands. And then we'll just keep the Magician with the Magician, right? I mean, clearly. So this is, and it'll all be the same no matter what, however we decide to read it. So this is the King of Pentacles. Remember I told you. So clarifying the King of Pentacles of why it's here. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, remember now Pentacles represents our earth and physical world. So they are earth signs, which would be Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Eights are seeking solutions on the Tree of Life. So this is somebody that's seeking solutions right here, okay? So the Eight of Pentacles. Dun, 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 dun. This is kind of like repetition. You see what he's doing? And this could also represent that Cups in reverse, like somebody's bored with repetition. Somebody got bored with somebody might have gotten bored with repetition. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, guys. I'm not sure. Right here, remember? This is like somebody who could be bored with something, like the repetition. But this is something you're overlooking, okay? So this is the Lord of Prudence. This is Virgo energy. So the mind is used best for opportunities, repetition, okay? So doing good works, you're learning crafts, it will pay off. The house is backed with prosperity. So the road is golden, signifying success. You're learning and you're mastering a craft from hard work. You really are applying yourself into something. Use your intelligence in a craft. There is one master, and that is the Sun, which brings energy, and Virgo. So this card is Sun and Virgo. And it's prudence and wisdom. So there's effort, there's diligence, you're doing your best, you're taking care of the details. Commitment here, you're on the brink of achieving great success. Okay, so this card is of repetition, and repetition could also be boredom. So this is something that you're overlooking. You might be bored with something. Or there might be something that's like, when you're sitting there constantly, like doing something repetitively, it's not really that good for your mind. Okay, honestly, it's really not, because you need to. I mean, I guess have routines and things like that, but doing the same thing over and over and over again might be a little bit zombie-ish, if you get what I'm saying. And that might be why you're not having a different mindset. So the Eight, and that's why you need the Hermit in reverse, is taking yourself out of a situation. You need to take yourself out of a routine or out of something that is so familiar and common to you, and realize that it may be not so familiar and common anymore, that you need to let it go, right? You don't need to be focused on these. Look at, he's focused on the material, physical world, and he's not really looking up to see that there's something trying to offer him something here. But you're just refusing to look at it because you would rather look at Earth. Well, remember, guys, there's more to life, or not life. Well, yeah, there's more to us than just here. We know that there's our spirits and our souls, that there's something bigger than us, right? So the Eight also refers to mastery of a skill, usually in isolation from others. So it implies hard, tedious work, and encourages seeking help. Okay? Definitely. So now, this is the Lover's card. Okay? This is Gemini. Gemini energy. That's me. Hi. So this is something that you're overlooking. So this card for me is way more than what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks, oh, Geminis are duality. Oh, no, no, no. This has something way bigger than that. Threes are divinity. Do you see there's three people here? See what also makes a triangle, okay? So this is the thing. Our cards are usually the biggest life lessons for us because that's something that we need to learn and grow. Everything, and you have to change your perception of things. So everybody thinks, oh, this is duality, this is the opposites. Well, yeah, these are opposites. And it could also represent, remember that Cancer, the opposing forces? That could also mean what this represents. Look at how familiar this looks, right? This is right here, the man, the woman. Look at Angel, Chariot. See how, and it's triangles, right? So this is, the threes are divinity. So this is something that you might be overlooking here. Everything in this world is like, okay, so let's say a partnership. Let's just delve into this duality thing for a little bit. Man and woman, okay? In a relationship, yeah, there's a man and woman. But you know what? The relationship will not last unless you have that third divinity. The third divinity would be God, faith, hope, magic, love, whatever your third divinity is, okay? Right here, these two opposing things would be flying this way and that way, and this way and that way without this. See what I'm saying? This needs that third divinity. What's in his third divinity? That's his spirit, his soul, his intuition. Everything needs a third divinity. That's the square. See that? So, man, woman, spirit. Man, woman, God. Man, woman, love. Okay? This too. This is a perfect example. See right there? This is the yin and yang. Classic opposites. Classic opposites. So, what happens is the yin and the yang are very relevant, right? That's what makes our world go wrong. The opposites, the dark, the night. There would be no good without bad. There'd be no bad without good, right? But without that circle right there, that third divinity right there that combines them, this would not be relevant. There'd just be opposing forces. Do you see what I'm saying? It's that third divinity that you need to have in everything in life. So right here, if you know the Two of Pentacles, right? He's juggling rubber and glass. So, but you see in the middle, that's the infinity sign. And that infinity sign is the third divinity of actually being able to balance two opposites and making it flow together in life, right? So if you guys can see, that's what that means, okay? So threes are very strong, very powerful. They're from the divine. So there might be a lack of like belief in this, or it could also be, so look at right here. See that? Now, this is how you choose. Right? So you can be bad and just, fight fire with fire, or you could fight it with water. When you fight fire with fire, then you're just as bad as a person doing that to you. And then we get stuck in these obsessions and these cycles. And this is what happens is the more that we stay here, he's going to be like, hey, you're going to learn the hard way. This is our shadow self. Okay. So these two mirror each other because this is our shadow self, right? You see this still third divinity. So we can choose either God or good or bad. Okay, so all of us are in this sometime because we're not perfect. We're human. We learn, we grow, but we can't stay here. Okay, so what he's saying is that, like, this isn't serving you, so this isn't serving you. I'm going to sit here and make sure you learn the hard way. You're not here, but I'm just saying, do you see that third divinity there? So we choose the third divinity. Okay, we choose whether it's going to be good or bad, right? So just wanted to point that out. So what right here, this could also be telling me that there's some kind of distance between something, because look at, these people are not together. Even though this is the Lover's card, that's where you need to like kind of change your perception. Things aren't always what they seem, guys. This isn't about it is about duality, yes. So how do you ever overcome duality? You have a third faith that will combine that and bring it together. So no relationship could ever have that, right? Without it, they can never have a partnership without that third divinity. And instead of have these two couples not having that third divinity, then something is going to come in between them. See what I'm saying? So that could be something that you're overlooking as well. Could also mean Gemini. It also has something to do with the threes. Threes, like I said, they're from the divine. Then that's right here too, right? So here's three, and there's the divine. So that could be why. Otherwise, it could be a Gemini. Take it as it resonates, guys. So here's the Queen of Wands. Now let's get into this, because the Queen of Wands are very good at one thing. So this could represent you, or could also represent somebody that you know. Take it as it resonates, guys. Like I said, you guys know your life and how, who's in it and how your characteristics are. So wands right here, they are fire, and queens are water, okay? So there's built-in conflict right here, just like that card, right? So queens are water and wands are fire. So water and fire. So wands is fire, queens are water, so there's built-in conflict. So she is specifically best at being a witch. And why I say that is because she makes things manifest. Okay, so the wands are fire elements, right? So they actually bring passion and energy to the water. And the water is our subconscious, is our feelings, our emotions, our relationships, right? So she brings the subconscious to manifest. So be mindful of your feelings and your thoughts, because this Queen of Wands are action cards. And good or bad, she brings those feelings to life. Remember this card? I'm going to read that to you again. Be mindful of your thoughts and your feelings, because this Queen of Wands are action cards, and good or bad, she's going to bring those feelings to life. So if you are looking at things negatively, the glass will always be half empty. If you feel great and you're thinking great, then guess what? That same glass, now you're looking at it, it's going to be half full. Okay, so at her best, she's kind, she's generous, she's capable. She's actually the best business card in the whole deck. Her key phrase is expectations manifest, meaning that what you expect is going to be just that. There's a black cat right here at her feet, and it gives her power. And although it's not, wow, look at that. So even though this black cat right here, it gives her power, and even though it's not the lion from the strength card, this shows how strong she can actually be. So there's crown, flowers, and leaves, giving the life of the wands on all the cards, showing that she's full of ideas. This represents Aries, guys. So this is attraction, unification, collaboration. What did I tell you? This has to do with threes. Attraction, unification, collaboration, okay? So you need to pay close attention, help others. You're coming to common ground. Be optimistic, outgoing, and full of energy. Accomplishing many tasks, positive, uplifting energy, and you're not afraid to speak up or stand up for others. If you give somebody your full and undivided attention, you are giving rare and amazing gifts. When you learn to truly listen and respond to others, they will know that you are intelligent and sensitive, and they will trust you when it matters the most. So in arguments, make special efforts to see all sides. Don't make issues all about you. Understand everybody's point of view and seek a middle ground. A quiet mind is a focused spirit. When you're distracted, your spirit is pulled in every direction. And when you're focused, energies flow naturally. So take a deep breath, calm yourself, and calm your soul. Nice, guys. Okay, so now let's get into the Magician. It coming out twice. Strong, strong, strong. This is Virgo, and this is Gemini energy, okay? You remember, you had both. You had the Virgo card, the Hermit card, which is Virgo, and you had the Lovers card, which is Gemini. So this is a lot, very, very strong energy here. This Magician right here, I'm going to tell you what he does. And this is why you need to calm your mind and change the way you think, okay? So in the major arcana, the Magician is number 1, okay? Starts out at 0, and the first person is the Fool. That Fool card, what he does is he actually is embarking on his journey to planet Earth, okay? And he's carefree. There's nothing that ever tainted him, right? Because he hasn't gone through anything yet to taint him. He hasn't gone through any hurt, any despair, any failures. He's carefree, and he's just ready to set out into the world. Now, the first person that he runs into on his journey is the Magician, and he's the leader of our physical material world. So as he steps into our world, our planet, you know, Earth, he's going to be greeted by this Magician. Okay, so the Magician is the leader of our spiritual physical world. Let me tell you why. In our world, material physical world, everything here is an illusion. And why I say that is, like, yeah, we can see it. To us, it's our reality right now. Yes, of course, because we're human, right? But spiritually and in our souls, we're going to leave here, this physical material world. We all leave here exactly how we came in, with absolutely nothing, not even our bodies, but we do have our souls and our spirits, right? So that's why he is the leader of our material physical world, because this is all an illusion. There's nothing in this physical material world we take with us where we're going, except our spirits and our souls. That's why we always have to do everything with our greatest will and our loving, calm nature, because that's what's good for our souls. And that's what we're here to do, is learn and grow, so that we become a higher frequency, so that we are, know where we're going, and we grow and blah, blah, blah. We're not here for any other reason. We're not here to have the best house. We're not here to get the best car. We're not here to have the best body, because we can't take any of that with us where we're going. We're here to have the best souls, to grow, spirits, everything, spiritual-wise, soul-wise, everything else. So while we're here in this physical material world, he is the person that can manifest anything. He has all the tools that we need to manifest. Look at 8-8. Look at this. Da 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 da. 888, guys. Look it up. If this might be a life number, whatever resonates, guys. Okay, look it up. If you see 888s all the time, look that up too as well. Make sure you guys subscribe, okay, please. So anyways, so what he's doing is he has all the tools that he needs. You see this table right here? This table represents, let's say that this is Earth, okay? So he has all the tools that he needs. And that what that's saying is that you have all the tools that you need, okay? They're telling you that you do. He's holding a wand right here. As above, so below. Meaning that if this is all an illusion and we're actually can make things manifest, we can take anything from any spirit world here back, you know what I'm saying? So anything that you want within your mind and your soul, as long as it's for the greater good for yourself and others, you can have here in this world. Okay, that's what he's telling you. He can manifest this for you as long as it's for the greater good for yourself and for others. You can't do that if it's bad, because they will never allow that, of course. But anywho, so right here, this is the table. Let's pretend this is Earth. You have everything you need. Let me explain. This is a pentacle. This is our physical material world. This could be money, it could be coins, it could be anything here, a job, a house, whatever. You have all that you need. The cup represents feelings, emotions, relationships. So you have everything you need in that department too. The swords, that's mind, mentality. You have everything that you need here. That wand right here is action, spirit. You have everything that you need here. You just have to believe that you have all of that, because you can manifest anything that you want as long as it's for the greater good for yourself and others. So be careful of how you think and how you feel, because you're going to bring that to reality. Okay, so how you think and how you feel is going to be exactly what it's going to be in your life, right? How you think and how you feel. You can't focus on, like, if you constantly think that you're living in lack or worrying and fears and nightmares, then you're putting that out, and then guess what's going to happen? You're going to manifest that into your life. So you do have that power to manifest good. Always do it with goodwill. You do best and stay on your path and be strong, inner strength, and remember that you have all that you need you have all the tools that you need in this physical material world, okay? And remember that your expectations manifest, that how you think and how you feel become your reality, okay? So that is your reading for this week, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and go into the description box, because there will be links to how they feel about you and the energies that are going to surround you this week. Thanks for watching, Sagittarius. Love and light.